Hey everyone.
What's up, fellas?
Hey guys.
You guys might notice Trevor Leo looks a little
White or
gay. Oh,
He finally grew a beard. It isn't patchy.
So-
That's too mean.
so you guys know that is actually Leo, but he went to Seattle this week and lost power. So in those 4 days, he's grown a huge beard and he looks really crunchy now.
yeah, and he's a lot better of a fantasy team now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, guys? About time.
What's up?
I think I was on like week 4 or 5 last year, and now
Well, that aligns still because
Yeah.
we started so late this year.
We started like
12.
in week 6 or 7.
oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Happy week 12. We are basically at the 10th yard line of the fantasy football season.
Yeah.
Regular season.
Still nobody officially eliminated yet, which is the funniest thing ever.
In the hunt.
Is it really not? Is Sam's
No.
clinched playoffs though, right?
Sam
He's
clinched
the only one
playoffs.
to officially clinch.
Yeah. But yeah, Leo and Dan both ran models and found out that there is insane scenarios where they can make the playoffs still.
Yeah, we literally ran like Victoria's Secret models. It was sick.
Carly Cross.
I don't know any of their names. Anyway, let's take a look at last week's
Glad
game.
to be
See
here,
how we-
guys.
Matchup kneecap.
All right,
So-
week 11.
We can just start with the matchup of the week. We'll do a quick look. That was James and I. I got carried by an insane Saquon game.
Yeah, Saquon's
Thursday
good.
night, right? That was the
Yeah.
like 2 plays in a row, just immediate
Yeah.
25 points or something like that.
After getting vultured
After getting
on the
vultured.
first touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned
Dude's
the
a dog.
stat to Dan that he just fully didn't believe, but Saquon has got tackled at the 1 yard line 9 times this year, and on those 9 plays, Jalen Hurts has scored 7 times on the next play. Saquon lost yardage on one play, and then Jalen Hurts fumbled on another. So
How
I mean,
many?
the stat of he's been tackled on the one like 9 times and has only scored one of them is crazy. That's a really crazy stat.
he's
But
not scored a single one after getting tackled on the one.
That's so wild.
How
the
many
touch push.
touchdowns does he have? Like
A
on the
lot.
season? Do you
He
know,
has so many.
He's
I think
averaging over 1 a week.
dude? Could you imagine if he had like even like 5 or 6
2,
more of the
4,
9?
5, 6, 8.
Oh my god, dude!
He's got 10 touchdowns through
He'd-
For
10
he'd be in
games.
He
Yeah.
would be in the MVP conversation. I feel like
He
if
would
he
be.
had those
Even half
touchdowns.
those. If he had 5,
Yeah,
he had 15 touchdowns on the year with what he's doing rushing wise.
He's looked real good.
bro. I watched. I remember watching that Hard Knocks for the Giants offseason Hard Knocks. I don't know if you guys watched that, but their whole conversation around Saquon was just like the most poorly made. I mean, you could see they just cut Daniel Jones today. Like that is might be the most poorly run organization.
Future Cowboys quarterback right there, Daniel
in
Jones.
the league. Oh,
He's gonna,
they play
he's gonna
on
clear waivers.
Thanksgiving.
He's
Oh
gonna
my
clear
god! Could
waivers
you
even time.
imagine?
How is Mike McCarthy still not fucking been fired? I don't understand.
Because they were just
Anyway.
waiting for a guy like
For
Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes, yeah. Savior like Danny Dimes.
Save
what
the
else?
franchise.
We'll do a quick touch of Sam Waxman continues to win games, 9-2, clinch the playoff spot.
Don't scroll down anymore. No, scroll back up. Don't scroll down anymore.
Nah, leave it right there.
Leave it right there. That's perfect. Sorry, Dan.
Nick, Leo, and myself all lost after being in the bottom. Of course, the big difference being that I think I am like the third or fourth most points for.
The best
Trevor
part
the
about
most.
this was Dan absolutely losing it that Nick had a chance to win
Yeah,
and
I was
keep
so
everything
annoying.
alive.
It's like a classic. That's how it works. Is that like Nick would win a game 90 to fucking 92, and
Yeah.
I lose after scoring 125.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was rough.
Start of my life.
Wasn't
Leo,
Thomas-
I mean, Leo put up
Thomas's-
good points and lost.
Thomas
remember
is on like
Thomas's
a
game-
5-win streak or something crazy like that.
Thomas's game came down to like he needed a lot of points on Monday night, and then he just destroyed.
He needed like 15 points from Joe Mixon and got that.
Was it just 15? Okay, maybe I'm tripping. I thought
He had two. He had
they
two guys.
both had.
Going. We can go with the
Oh,
box
okay.
score.
I remember that being a close because that's a big.
He had
playoff
CD Lamb
implication.
also. He had CD.
CD
Okay, that
and
was
Mixon on
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fleck was probably just
It's a lot of
catatonic.
L's.
Yeah.
A lot of
Hmm.
L's.
And then let's look at this game where Dan got really sad.
Yeah.
Sad Dan time.
You know when you're up on 40 on the Jags and you just have to keep throwing. You just have to
It's
keep
just
throwing.
ridiculous. They were literally up. I think it was 30-0, like 28-0, and they're like, and Goff had another 2 like 40-yard touchdowns. Like, why are you doing that?
It's because
remember-
Dan Campbell is not. He doesn't prescribe to the whole. Oh, once you're up, you have to let off the gas thing. He's the guy.
Yeah,
who
but
keeps the pedal
as
to
a
the metal.
fellow Dan, he should
Yeah.
know not to do that, dude.
I remember watching that game and the first three or four touchdowns all went to their running backs, and I was like, Goff's like fucked. This was a stupid stream. And then
Nope.
and then I had to go do something, and it was like Goff throws a 75-yard touchdown. Oh, Goff threw another touchdown.
Well,
Sorry, Dan.
the fun thing is, and
Yeah.
you said you didn't get a chance to watch it. As somebody who has Jamison Williams and is terrified to start him, if that guy catches the ball and gets an angle, he's just gone.
Mhm.
It's actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's crazy to watch somebody that fast in the NFL because like
It's like a
everybody else
reach.
is fast, but
Yeah, it's
just
funny.
being that much faster.
And I feel like they haven't even figured out how to utilize him correctly. Like they
They
don't
have too
get him-
many. They have too many weapons. They have too many
Yeah.
weapons to figure out their third or second receiver.
True.
Yeah.
They don't need they don't need to. So
Yeah.
Well, that's why they have gadget stuff for Sam Laporta now because it's like the only way they can get him involved is gadget plays because they have too many good options.
Which is just great for my fantasy season. Anyway, you want to take a look at the standings? Yeah.
So one
Walk us through,
clinch,
Josh.
we got a clinch here. We
Sam.
got
Sam,
Trevor.
Sam is such a points against merchant, dude. Like
Yeah.
I think I
We
had
got Trevor
70 or
who-
80 on him.
We got Trevor who locks up this week with a win. Two people at 7 and 4, and then we've got a dog fight right in the middle here.
I
The
got
5 to
Flames.
8 is pretty tight. It's gonna be a battle right there.
Yeah, Fleg's not
Yeah.
really out yet, right? At 4 and 7, and he plays me.
No
this
one's
week.
out.
No,
And
No one is
just-
out.
1-1-1.
Okay.
We'll get to it when we look at matchups, but this guy just lost his quarterback in a must-win game.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that right before I put it in my other dynasty league. I put in a $57 bid for Brandon Allen because I have no one else to start at quarterback.
So we'll look at points for Trevor absolutely dominating. Give Sam a little credit because he is at least second in points for.
What is that? 90? I can't see that close.
You have a 90-point lead on him.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm just gonna be pissed when I lose out on the regular season bonus.
This is the one that's crazy. Is James being in 6th place with the third least points for, but he does not lose at home. 5-0 at home.
Yeah, go to points
Points
against.
against.
Yeah.
Again, that's why James is where he is. He's second in points against. Where are you, Trevor?
Look at Dan. I'm towards the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Or like towards
Yeah,
the bottom
you're
half.
towards
Pretty
That's
average.
impressive, Trev.
This
Yeah,
is the
I'm
first.
down where I belong. It's down where I belong at the points against leader of the league because I need to lead something.
This is
You
a
and
first.
Leo. Nick,
Yeah,
Nick,
Leo,
is
this is the first time Leo's ever been in this conversation.
The fun one is
Yeah,
always
Nick is the funniest one to look at because if he
So
had even
annoying.
an average season, he would be like 7 and 4. Or
James doesn't
something
lose
like
at
that.
home. Sam doesn't lose on the road. This is where they're living right now. Is Sam with 6 in a row, Tom with 5 in a row. Trevor
yeah,
got back
streak.
on his streak. And I'm leading the league in moves again. Damn it. Trevor had taken a small lead for a little bit.
Okay, so
All right.
you might know this. I don't know. When we drop people before the waivers run, like drop them individually, does that count as a move?
I think
Is
it
that-
does.
I've
It's a
been
move,
doing that. to compete with you in this metric. I've never been a fan of doing that, but I was like, I want to compete with
The problem
Josh
is I
for
also
the moves.
do that. I
Yeah.
have always done that. Me, you, and Dan are notorious for dropping people
Yeah,
before
if I don't, I'm not going to use this person. I'm going to drop them anyway.
So,
Why not?
and I don't know if you guys do it for the same logic I have. My logic on it is if I have Raheem Mostert, for example, I'm going to drop him a day early. That way, Thomas, for example, sees the name Raheem Mostert and is going to put in a claim on him instead of somebody else that I potentially want.
Thomas, for instance.
Thomas, for instance.
Hypothetically.
Or Nick dropping, I think, $20 this week on Jared Goff when no one else competed. No one else cared.
No, my plan was to go scoop
That's
Jared
funny.
Goff. My plan was to scoop Jared Goff in the morning, and I saw he was gone. And Nick spent $20, and I was like, okay, I guess that's the way it goes.
Fair play to him.
Well, Josh, let me steal the screen real quick. I was scrambling to grab the Fun Metric website, which is just fun to see. So this is basically playoff odds by spot. So technically it's technically by Monte Carlo 10,000 sims. So there's under 10,000, 1 in a 10,000 chance that me, Leo, or Nick will get in playoffs of 6. So according to this, we probably are out, but technically there still exists as a chance. But really interesting to see the playoff odds here per basically it has Trevor and Sam in, and then basically also Josh and Drake, and then 87% Tom, and then 50% Josh, Jim at 40%, Kinnig 20%, Flag 3%.
Trevor, that's going to feel nice to have it. Essentially a 90% chance to lock up a bye.
Yes, and 96% chance to lock up a bye. And I didn't realize I'm a game behind, but it's giving me and Sam basically a 50-50 for first.
Not 96%. That was bad.
Is it not 96? Is it
50 plus 38 is like
I was looking
89.
at Sam's.
It's just short of 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam is. But basically, we have our 1 and 2 seeds locked up. Is
True.
basically what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take into account my week.
I mean, you're pretty even right here for the first spot. You're about even.
True.
So.
Yeah. Are you at the point where you're looking at what side of the bracket you would prefer to be on?
I haven't reached that point. No, I've been trying to. The furthest I'm looking ahead is like just playoff schedules and trying to make moves.
Defenses and.
Well, I think I'm gonna ride the Vikings the whole way. They're fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have the chart? I don't think you pull it up this year yet, but last year, do you have the chart of like what we would all be if we were playing the median each week?
It's the same one, right? Well, this is even better actually. So what this is versus different people's schedule. First of all, what your schedule would be. So I'm not going to read through all of this today. The most interesting ones are Sam, very low points against. All of us, I think, would have winning records against it, if I remember correctly.
Wow,
so
remember 10-1 was Sam's record.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's a points against merchant.
Is he?
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I love my favorite stat using this is like to see if you have the worst possible record or the best possible record. That means you're luckier or not luckier, right? So it's fun to always see like if I always have the lowest possible record.
Yeah.
For my schedule, but also for both. So
I wouldn't have a negative
schedule.
So that's head to head versus other people's schedule. This is the weekly record if you played every single team every week, basically.
Which is what?
That's even better than the median, kind of.
Exactly. It is. This is like we should be doing this one day, maybe. Like this is literally the best team, like straight up every single week.
So that's the thing.
Dead last.
That's the thing.
Last.
We can't necessarily do it this way. But what we should be doing is you should be playing against a median every single week.
I would vote for that every time
head-to-head and the median.
I would vote for that anytime.
I started to track it this year, and then until like week 10 when I like just couldn't score over 70, I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm done with fantasy."
Yeah, sad Dan too.
Exactly. It's
electric.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, I don't want to. We're spending too much time, as always, probably on this shit. Real quick, I'll pull up. That's probably not going to work.
Dan, I'm impressed that you only have 1 week where you would have lost to every single team.
Thanks.
Well, I made fun of your average being like 80 points for
Thanks.
4
It was
weeks
like
straight.
four weeks straight. Besides that, I was having a totally great year, like averaging 100 and some on.
It was
Anyway,
the league
so
manager's fault, to be fair.
yeah, it was rough. Anyway, so last week we all went 3-3. Nick went 0-0. What a weirdo. Actually, wait, no, he would have picked himself and
Yeah, he
lost.
would've
So
picked
he went
himself.
0-1. Let's update the scores here, huh?
I love how Dan was the only one to pick me right in our matchup by picking against himself.
Yeah.
Did you?
So
Okay,
silly.
I know
That's
you do
good.
watch the episode. Did you watch why that happened?
I don't
Because
remember
I
it.
picked up Dawson Knox live
picked up
on
Dawson Knox
the-
live.
yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Honestly, it was a good pickup. That was an unlucky whatever happened in that game to Dawson Knox.
No way, unlucky. That
That's
never
the
is
right
me.
pick.
Anyway, so we all 3-3. I'm fucking killing it still, and Leo's good, and Josh is fucking bad. Okay, power rankings for week 12. Trevor, number 1 seed. Congratulations, bud. You've been
Soul
up there
first.
basically all season. Sam in 2nd, Drake in 3, Caliendo 4, Tom 5, Rose
I
in 6,
won and
Kate in
dropped.
7, Jim 8, Flag 9, Leo 10, myself 11, and Nick 12. Yeah, you suck, Josh.
How
Did you
did
score
that
more than
happen
Drake
again?
though?
I
Josh?
did. I did
Okay.
outscore Drake.
Then that's fucked. I don't know what
Your
y'all
team
are doing.
sucks,
This
man.
randomly happens to somebody every week where they
Yeah.
win a game and move down.
Mhm.
Well, it's like, I'm not looking at who won this week. I'm looking at what team I like the most right now to win the championship.
I do think
How-
we align much better with like reality than the E ESPN standings because James should be at 8.
Do you see that week where I dropped
This team's
to
fine.
3? My only week where I dropped to 3. I won that week. I beat Nick like 19 to 7.
In week 9? In week 9?
I think it was week 10. No, week 10.
Well,
From week 9 to
then,
week 10.
and then you went back up to first. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Because
did
then-
week 10 rankings in after week 9, you know.
because they ranked me 1 and I scored 62 points.
Yeah. Good job, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Fun
interesting.
charts.
They've basically all like chilled out at this point. Everyone's around the same area because obviously like there's the shit half the league and then there's the playoff half the league, so it makes sense. Yeah. And that's all I have to say about that. Any other thoughts on standings or anything interesting?
No. I like
That
that
I
team a
know
lot.
I know what we're about to do.
Oh,
Matchup preview.
Ooh.
it's weird being the Leo and having to show my matchup first.
Yeah. I think I actually intentionally. Oh, I didn't actually.
I'm going to zoom out slightly because I think if I zoom out slightly, you can see everything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
80%.
It's
80%
kind of hard
you
to
can
see,
see
Josh.
everything. Yeah, but you
Yeah,
guys
nice
like to see
little-
the benches.
Nice little tutty from Jalen Warren.
Dude,
Thursday
I was
night?
complaining about Jalen Warren too because I did not want to start him.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
he was
super
getting
running back this
fed
week.
more than Najee, which I feel like has been backwards from the last
Uh,
3 weeks.
If you, Trevor can probably attest to this, if you watch their games, they have a really, really weird rotation. It's
Yeah,
the strangest thing I've ever seen.
It's if I can try to explain it, it's Najee on the first, like he always gets the first like 2 downs, and then Jalen Warren will come in for 3rd down, but then stay in if they get
If they get the first. Yeah.
and then like stay in for
It's
a little
weird.
bit, and then Najee will come back for like their next first down.
And
Something
what
like that.
happened
Mm.
with his touchdown
weird.
drive is that the only reason Jalen Warren got the touchdown is because Jalen Warren happened to start that drive.
Mm.
They got down. Najee came in for like 3 plays, and then it got to 3rd down. So Jalen Warren came in and they kept him in for the touchdown.
I couldn't watch the game. Was it like a good touchdown, or was it just like within the 5?
They
Or was
just-
it a close
Jalen's just
run?
a run.
They
It
just
was-
handed it
yeah.
to him at the 3-yard line and he ran
Yeah.
it.
I'm just surprised the Browns won that game. I fucking love
They-
Jameis Winston.
Again, you didn't watch the game. Mike Tomlin is a football terrorist for what he did with his clock management and his timeout management in that game.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
He's usually
Weird.
has good coaching.
No.
That's
No,
that's
he-
surprising.
He got
He's
messed up by
known-
the snow, dude.
He's known for being horrible with timeout management and clock management. Everything else he's great at, and it
Mm.
showed last night big time. He essentially what he did is there was a play that was an illegal contact on the Browns, and instead of declining it for 4th and 2, where they would have had to kick a 42-yard field goal in the snow, he accepted it, put him at 3rd and 7. They threw a first down. Then he wasted a timeout with 1:55 to go. They scored the touchdown, and it was all she wrote from there. But it was just bad, man.
Also, Russ did not look good like 90% of that game.
Yeah, but George Pickens should have caught that ball. He got lost.
For sure. But like the amount of passes he was overthrowing fucking everyone, he looked like shit. Russ does not look good anymore.
It's hard
in my
to judge.
opinion.
It was
and
real snowy, right?
It's hard to judge
snowy and windy.
Snow. Yeah,
he looked bad before it started to fucking snow that bad. But he's looked bad the last 2 weeks anyway.
It was 20-mile-per-hour winds before that, though.
Nah, he's weak, dude. Russ is washed.
I gotta figure out who I'm picking for this.
Yeah, can you zoom in, Josh?
Yeah, I can go back to 100.
Yeah, all right. Let's get this show on the road.
I'm taking myself, obviously. I need this win to feel 100% certain that I should make the playoffs. So, Tom's got great matchups, though.
Give me Josh.
I mean,
Matt Stafford is a terrible stream this week.
This is bad. This is bad, and this is tough, but James Conner against Seattle. CD should have a decent game against Washington. Zay Flowers.
Chargers?
Tyrone Tracy, though, against Tampa. If the Giants play the way they should, they should just give him the ball 25 times.
That's fair.
Kelsey against Carolina, too. I'm going
to go Tom. I'm going to go Tom. Fuck you, Josh.
That's fair. Keep in mind, Cooper Kupp is playing against Philly, so I have to get Thomas's quarterback throwing to my guy, so that's tough.
I mean, getting your RB2 that many points on a Thursday, when that's like your weakest position by a mile, I can't ignore that.
I need Jameson Williams to have a good game. Okay, let's look at the next one in just a really depressing game.
Rosen needs
Nick
this.
Radford.
Rosen needs this shit.
Nick doing the most.
Leo picked you, by the way, Josh.
Oh, nice. Nick doing the most rookie thing ever and starting a flex on a Thursday night.
Yeah. That's weak. He doesn't care anymore. He knows he's fucking out.
He doesn't. There's no way he picked him up like an hour before game time. I saw that. I was like, man, that just reeks of desperation.
You know what's crazier though? Is if you go look at the waiver wire yesterday, he picked up Elijah Moore, then dropped him for Nick Westbrook-Akine, and then picked up Elijah Moore again and started him.
So maybe he does care. That amount of tinkering is screaming he cares still.
He does not want last place is what it is.
You guys got to fight for this. I'll take Rosen as well.
Interesting games going on.
He's got to pull Devontae Smith. He got ruled out today.
Yeah.
Who does he have to replace him with?
He'll put in Jordan Addison.
Okay, yeah, don't play. He might play Waddle though. That'd be a mistake.
Well, I mean, Waddle. I don't know, man.
You know who he should play honestly is Will Dissly.
Honestly, I don't hate that over Waddle and Addison.
I take Waddle.
Pacheco's not playing, right? They ruled him out.
No,
already.
They ruled him out. Yep.
Oh, they did. God damn it! I did start Kareem Miller League. Yeah, and Leo picked Rosen. So did I. Nick picked himself.
Let's go with our next one here. We got Ryan and Leo. Prior to an hour and a half ago, I would have picked Ryan, but give me Leo. There's no good options. There's just no good options at quarterback this week.
Can you go to the waiver wire?
These past two matchups have been the 5 and 6 playoff cusp teams against two teams trying to play spoiler and not be last.
Very interesting.
Big time.
There we go. Tommy DeVito and Drake May.
Drake May plays Miami, right?
Yeah. Drake May should have a good week.
It's better than the Matt Stafford stream. Whoever was streaming him.
Tom goes, Thomas. Tom goes off the name.
I know. I think.
I mean,
I'm taking Leo.
This one's tough.
I'm picking the Rams against the Eagles, so I don't hate that. Well, it's not going to be a good week.
Just because of the quarterback thing, I'm going to go with Leo as well.
Yeah, same. That's a Podcurse right there. Pod sweep.
Uh,
Yeah, cool. Next.
Okay. Next, we've got
Josh shooting off some emails.
I was sending an email. It messed up my camera too.
Good.
do this.
We got
Yeah, there you go.
fucking some good guys now. Drake v. me. And guess who fucking scored 2 touchdowns yesterday? Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good. Holding him
That
in your
feels
IR,
so good, dude.
just a good dude. Holding him in your IR all year
Great dude.
for him to come and
And-
do that.
And like 4 straight games at like 5 points. Yeah. Felt great.
Hard to ignore that. Ooh, but Mahomes against the Panthers.
I have like
He
literally
might
I
actually
have
a good week.
I have the cheesy best fucking matchups you could like possibly have almost.
Oh, you do it neighbors against the. I saw he had a groin issue today. Is that
He already said he's
nothing?
gonna play. He already
Okay.
said he's gonna play. Yeah, I think this is Dan. I mean, this
Jake gets?
I mean,
Evans
this is
back?
some hope out of my end of things, but I really
Yeah.
need Dan to win, so I'm also
We
taking
need-
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to ignore the Chubb. Give me Dan.
I'm gonna pick myself as well. I like
Dan with the
I
full
don't know.
chub this week.
I don't think that I've won when I pick myself this year. So I hate that, but I'm gonna pick myself because
Hey,
fuck
but
you, Drake. That's why.
the bye.
Still the
the
best
bye is
name in the league.
the bye is finally
Thanks.
forcing you to bench your Jets, which might be a blessing. So we'll see.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Brees has been fine. Just fucking Devontae, dude. Like heartbreaking.
Look at these scores. That's a
Fucking
barn burner.
shitty
That's
ass
a Thursday
Aaron Rodgers.
night
Oh my
right there.
God. Flag v Trev.
Go down to my bench.
And
Just
Joku
look at my
dropped a
buys.
touchdown.
Look at my buys.
Yeah, it's tough.
That is the
Yeah,
number
your
1
team
wide receiver
sucks.
and number 5 wide receiver and the number 3 running back.
You gonna
Just wait,
toss
I-
Siebert in there, bud?
Yeah, if he's gonna play, it looks like he's gonna play. But yeah, that's the
Yeah.
K1, so I will be playing him. I mean,
Mhm.
I had to hold him on IR. He's averages like 13 points a game.
I'm just gonna be blurry the rest of the time. I
You look
guess.
fine to me, dude. Maybe your eyes just need to get checked or something.
But yeah,
I'm
he
where-
gets Evans
hate you.
back. Bo Nix against the Raiders. Give me flag all day. I think I could take an L this week and still be fine.
Are you thinking?
Oh,
well, I
yeah,
guess
you're guaranteed.
Jawan now has Brandon Allen as his quarterback. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not like Kyler and Marv are gonna have like 2 stacked tutties for me to win this game.
I'm gonna
And
be honest. I do think you're gonna win.
really,
I do have you winning, but we'll see.
I picked flag.
I pick flag.
I just love seeing chaos, and it'd be more chaos if Trevor loses.
Do we have a
and flag wins both?
Do we have a sound for this, Dan?
What? Oh yeah, we
Metro.
do. Wait, fuck, not that one.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the matchup.
Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week.
We have the most random sounds. I never know which ones we have sounds for anymore.
Yeah, we're missing a couple. It's because only one of us does that work, and I am lazy.
We pay
Dan, I
you.
have a question about the production. When you
I have an answer
say
about the
those
production.
words for like matchup of the week, are
Yeah.
you pitching your voice down and then going into production and making it even lower, or you just say it normal and then go into it?
I mean, I did that 3 years.
You
but
don't
like,
even remember.
I think I just said it normally, like maybe like a matchup of the week, like something like that, and then I pitch it the fuck down. But
I've
I
always
don't know.
wondered.
well, there's your answer, bud.
I talked shit about James.
Sam v Jim.
I talked shit about James earlier, but I do think James wins this.
Picky only 7.
I just don't love
Lamar.
his matchups this week.
I don't know. Lamar Monday night though, even if it's the Chargers, I could see him doing something pretty.
Starting Dalton Schultz at tight end is not great.
No, he should go pick up Scoodmaker, but he's not going to listen to this pod and go do that.
Still playing his Ravens special team stack, even though. Give me Sam still with the Pickens 7.
Wait, yeah. Or what? Why is he playing the Ravens defense?
He's played them every week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
like why?
No matter the
They're
matchup,
not good.
They're not good. Justin Tucker sucks this year. Like
He's just washed.
He's autopiloting his special teams, and it's honestly going to
It's probably cost him games, yeah.
It does.
But
Yeah.
Jameer and against Indy,
But Aaron Jones has also been bad the last 4 weeks, so
yeah. Puka's good
Let's
for
see.
20. Jalen's good for 20.
Aaron Jones the last. I guess you can live with your RB2 giving you 10, 10, 11, and 4.
Yeah.
Was it last week and you're like, Monty's good for 20? And we look, and you look, and he's like gotten 20 once all year.
I
Yeah.
know. It was.
Monty's
But,
good for 20.
wait,
And then
how
he
much
wasn't
did he
good
get,
for
though?
20.
No, he
He
had
was
his
good for
highest
20.
scoring game of the year.
That was me that said that. I said Monty's good for 20.
I know. And it worked. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Give me
Literally
Sam.
hadn't scored 20 the entire season.
I was predicting, dude. I don't know, man. I really want to go Jim here.
I can't pick Jim.
So-
He keeps autopiloting those special teams.
But, like,
So
Eckler
here's-
is fucking like RB2, 2 tight ends. Like,
Luka's going to have Quinyon Mitchell on him. And Quinyon Mitchell's been clamps this year.
does he play?
Cooper Cup
I
gets
think-
Cooper DeJean, which is fun.
There's no way that he's getting fucking 1v1. That's why the Rams have so much fucking movement before the line. Like, they shake cornerbacks like crazy.
Have you seen the plays where they put Puka like running through the O line on a route?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like they have him running a route through the fucking O line.
It's
I've
crazy.
never seen. McVay's an absolute madman.
It's so much movement. I don't know.
He's
That doesn't
so-
worry me. He's a
Luka's
little slant
so-
receiver. Like,
Puka's so good, though.
yeah. I mean, just
Who's
their
going down?
offense.
Who's
Like,
all on bye for these two?
Jimmy and Khalil.
Cook and Shakir. Still taking Sam.
Carrying 3 tight ends is absolutely nasty work.
It's been trying to trade them to fucking everybody. I
Do
don't
you
feel
wanna-
good about it. I'm
do you wanna
picking
hear-
Sam.
Do you want to hear what Sam offered me yesterday
Would
in a
love
trade?
to.
He said, he offered me Khalil Shakir plus one of his tight ends for Nico Collins.
Ew.
Gross.
You would
That's silly.
think that he'd.
Fuck
I
you,
mean,
Sam.
He'd see you'd have Trey McBride and not do that shit.
That's what I said. I have Trey McBride, and he said, "What if you didn't?"
It's
a good question.
He's gonna break Trey McBride's legs. He's gonna Tanya Harding him.
Well, it was terrifying. It was terrifying to hear. I was like, I guess maybe what if I don't have Trey McBride? So
Well, sorry if
yeah,
I
give
said
me-
I'm
give me
picking
James.
Jim. Yeah, me too. I'm sorry if I might have said Sam there, but I wrote down Jim for me. Leo took Sam, and Trevor took Sam as well.
Trevor, do you have a bet?
Let me
Hold
look. Here, you guys
on!
go first. I'll look up. I'll
All
look
right.
up some odds real quick.
Come on, lock up, baby. Lock up, baby.
I'm still blurry on my side, so I can barely see what I'm doing with my hands.
You're Blair on our side too. I'm just
Locks
kidding.
of the week.
Great.
I was trying to make you feel better. Real quick, last week, Josh hit his
Got it.
bet.
Unwatchable
Stan-
episode.
Did you watch this? Did you see the Stanford score? The Cardinals game?
I text Land. I was like, "Fucking what?"
No, they didn't win.
Yes, they did.
lost. Oh, did they win?
Stan-
I thought they lost
Stanford
by 3.
won. They won by 3. They won on a last-second field goal.
That's fucking sick. Either way, they definitely covered 20, fucking 20 and a half. And Josh bet on it, the Cardinals bet. So are you back to betting against the Arizona Cardinals this week and you're going to lose or what?
Yeah, I have to go find what our line is here, so I'll go first.
I got it
Okay.
up. If you
Give me Seattle plus 1.5 for minus 122.
Just take them to win. That
Okay,
bad.
Seattle.
Okay, yeah, give me Seattle money line for minus 108.
Okay,
Minus
Oh,
got
108.
that.
Does Trevor not get to this part of the episode
I don't.
usually?
I skip because I can't bet. It just makes me want to like. Just makes me
Oh.
feel shitty about living in Washington.
So
and not
what
being
you,
a sports
what you
bet.
don't know is I'm on a 6-week streak of betting against the Cardinals. So
So
last
you've
week
gotten
when they
it
were on,
wrong every.
Yeah.
so
And
last
he's
week,
like, oh, and then the Cardinals just keep fucking setting it. It's
last
great.
week when they were on the bye, I picked the Stanford Cardinal to cover against Louisville Cardinals. Stanford Cardinal covered, so I actually won my bet in
So
a really
funny.
weird roundabout way.
I'm cooking up a typical teaser here.
Oh my gosh!
If you're ready,
the
Trevor,
lights.
send it whenever.
Yeah, I got mine. We talked about it a little bit already, but Matt Stafford's passing line is at 243. I'm on this website, so give me his under 243 passing yards for minus
That's great.
115.
I love it.
The Eagles secondary has been like absolute clamps. So
Yeah, that's a good
don't
call.
believe in staff for that matchup.
I'm doing a typical.
He's crossed that line like 4 or 5 straight games too.
I'm doing a typical Dan teaser that I have been doing this year. So teasing 6 points down to Chiefs -4.5, Texans -2, Bucks straight up money line basically, Manders -4.5, Dolphins -1.5, and Broncos -6. A lot of very heavy. At least I think the early games are almost all like big favorites. So basically teasing a bunch of those down to win by 3 to 5. So
What's a teaser?
I feel pretty solid about that.
As someone who doesn't
Teasers
sports
where
bet.
you take the spread. So Chiefs are -10.5. You tease the points down 6, so -4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it's an alt spread, but it's easier to do it for 5 games at once instead of picking all of them
I
together.
see.
Yep.
Have you been successful
Leo,
with these?
Yeah, it's been my biggest winner this year. The last 2 I've not hit, but I've hit like 2 or 3 on the pod. Leo took anytime score classic parlay of Kelsey, Nico, Collins, and Cortland Futton.
Button.
I thought the Nico one is a little, or the Cortland one is a little interesting, but the Raiders suck. So I don't know.
Oh my god, look, my picture fixed.
Yay!
Right at the end of the episode.
Any
For the
parting
full
words,
screen.
Trevor? Thanks for joining, dude. It's good to have a guest on here. You freaking
Thanks for
bear.
having me, guys. Wish you guys best of luck in the playoffs / toilet bowl, or
Thanks.
not making the toilet bowl. I still think we need to institute like the 2 last place teams actually play each other like week 17 or something. I think that'd be super hype. But yeah, good luck in the next 3 weeks, Dan. I hope you don't get it. You don't deserve it.
Thanks, man. I
Nick
appreciate
deserves it.
that.
I want
Nick
it to be
does
Nick
deserve it.
I want it to be Nick so badly.
I still think I'm making the playoffs. So
There's
that's the world. That's the world I'm living in.
he ran all the scenarios and there's only one.
Yeah.
He's doing the Doctor Strange in Infinity War.
All we need is one.
Hi. Well, with that note, I
Well,
think
go Cardinals. What else is going on this weekend? Go Devils.
Go Devils.
Huge game tomorrow. Fuck the Mormons. Fuck the BYU. Fucking let's go, Devils. We're going to be in the CFP, or at least be the Big 12 championship and lose to Colorado, because that sounds like things we would do. Later, fellas.
see you, buddies.
Later, boys. Go Hawks. Go Huskies.